there, what's up guys? It's Jessie Hilgenberg. Today I'm gonna walk you through a full body workout, zero equipment except for a chair and a towel, I think. So you can do this workout wherever, whenever. I took it straight from week 3, day 2 of the Jessie's Girls Bodyweight Beast program. Check it out at jessiefitness.com and let's get moving. Okay guys, the very first move we're gonna do is a kneeling step up. So you guys wanna find a space where you're on a flat surface and you have plenty of room around you. You're gonna get into a tall kneeling position. So what that looks like is you guys on the ground, on your knees in this tall kneeling position. Your knees and your feet are equal distances apart and it's about hip width, okay? So to start the kneeling step up, you're gonna bring one foot out, just like this. Notice I have a 90-degree angle with my foot, a 90-degree angle with my knee. My shin is vertical, okay? And from here, you're just gonna not use any sort of momentum and you're gonna drive that heel, that front heel into the ground as you step all the way up. So it's really like a single leg step up here. And then you're going to take the same foot that you moved forward with like this and step back with it. Okay, so you've kind of got going a forward step up and then you sort of have a reverse step back into the tall kneeling position, if that makes sense. So you're gonna alternate like that for the entire set. So it's gonna look like this, up, okay? And then you're gonna move that right leg back and back again. So what you wanna think about is when I switch legs, left forward, left back, okay? Now right forward, right back. A few things that I want you guys to know is to not have sloppy form. So don't let your knee cave in like this. Don't have any sort of momentum and make sure your hips stay nice and square forward. So it'd be really easy for me to lean forward and recruit a whole bunch of other muscle groups to get up and open my hips around, let my knee cave in. Okay, so you guys wanna have lots of body control here. So keep your hips and your shoulders nice and square, a vertical shin, no momentum, and just stand up, keeping all of that just like that the whole entire time on your way up and your way down. Let's get it. All right, exercise number 2 are squat, rock, calf raises. Okay, so this is going to very sneakily burn your quads. You'll start noticing that about halfway through your set. But this is really a calf raise, okay? So you're gonna get down to a squat position. Your feet are gonna be a little wider than shoulder width, whatever your natural squat position is, and you can go ahead and point your toes out just slightly if that's comfortable for you too. So once you're in this position, okay, your toes are gonna come up and your hips are gonna come up. Okay, so this is the rock, and then from that momentum down, you're gonna come up into a calf raise without moving any other part of your body. So it'd be really easy for you to come up like this, but I want you guys to stay right here where you're at. You're gonna lift your hips, lift your toes, and then as you come forward, go into that calf raise, okay? So you're gonna lift your hips and your toes right into a calf raise, okay? Lift the hips, lift the toes, right into the calf raise. And notice I did not change the level of my squat the entire time, okay? Just from showing you guys that, my calves are burning and my quads are burning. Let's get it. All right, since Bodyweight Beast is a full body workout program that kicks some serious butt, we're gonna move into working our triceps and our core a little bit. So you guys need a chair if you're at home, or workout bench if you're in the gym, and we're gonna do chair dips for our triceps, okay? So a couple tips before you guys get started on this one is the often incorrect way that I see this done is people in the gym and they get really far away from the chair here or the bench. So see how I'm kind of going out at an angle and there's a big space between my back or my tailbone and the bench. I want you guys to imagine like you're gonna scrape up and down against the chair or the bench with your back, okay? So that's how close I want you guys. You're gonna be really close to it the whole time, just like this, okay? And then issue number 2 that I see is people are dipping down too low and it's causing a lot of stress and a lot of overstretching of this anterior or front delt. So I want you guys to stop right before you get to that point, and usually it's right when your upper arms are parallel with the ground, okay? So what these are gonna look like, and feel free to add a weight plate or a small child or anything like that on your lap. Okay, my hands are about shoulder width and you go down and back up. Nice and strong at the top, triceps are contracted, down and up, all right? Let's go. Next up are reverse tabletop. So what this is gonna work is it's gonna continue to work your anterior delts, it's gonna work your triceps, so we've got some arm and shoulder action going, and then it's also gonna work your core, including your glutes, which is also your core. So you guys are gonna feel this in your hamstrings, your glutes, your core, your anterior delts, and your triceps, okay? It's tough, it doesn't look like it is, but it's hard to do a reverse tabletop. I'm gonna pull this out so that you guys can see, because a lot of you may have wrist issues. What this looks like without this is you get into a tabletop position, but your fingers are pointed out like this, and you get into the tabletop position and you get your hips all the way to the sky. Now, I personally have wrist issues, so I know that some of you guys watching also do. So I just wanted to show you this little trick that you can do. If you also have wrist issues, you can just elevate your wrists a little bit. So that is gonna look just like this. And then you can get into your tabletop position and it takes all of that pressure off of your wrist, okay? So what this looks like is you're gonna get a really good stretch of the front delts, okay, which is awesome, but make sure you listen to your body and don't push it too far. But the goal here is to get your hips up as high as possible. So watch the difference between this and this, okay? So what happened there is I raised my hips up to the sky by way of squeezing my glutes and really pushing them up high. Your gaze is gonna be forward like this, so your chin will be sort of tucked into your chest like this, okay? And the goal here is just to not get lazy. Keep that glute squeeze so that your hips go up nice and high. Keep your gaze forward, and the more you squeeze your glutes, the more you're gonna feel this in your hamstrings, your glutes, your core, and the more you don't let yourself sink into your shoulders, you're gonna feel it in your arms and your shoulders, okay? And you're just holding it for time. Let's go. All right, next up, we're gonna work our core and our biceps, okay? So all you guys need is a towel for this. I'm in the gym today, so I'm just using a regular pull-up assist band, okay? Either one of those will work great. If you guys are using a band, make sure it's a really, really thick, sturdy one with lots of resistance, because if your band is really thin and stretches a lot, you're not gonna get anything out of this exercise. Okay, so once you have your thing, you're gonna put it underneath your knees like this, and you're gonna flip your grip around because we're gonna do a bicep curl like this, okay? So hold on, okay? And make sure your grip is pretty close to your legs. If it's out too far, okay, you're gonna be off balance because we're gonna be in a V-up hold like this. So we're gonna be working our core a lot, okay? And then we're going to add an iso bicep curl to it. So that just means we're gonna be holding, it's not for reps, we're going to be holding a biceps curl the entire time, okay? So once you have a really good strong grip and your towel or your pillowcase or your band is under your knees like this, you're gonna lean back, okay? If you're not comfortable with a full V up yet, you guys can totally leave your heels on the ground just like this. You're gonna lean back, keep a straight spine, okay? And when you're ready, all you're gonna do from here is you're gonna pull on that blanket, that pillowcase, that towel, or that band as hard as you can. So this exercise is completely up to you how much you get out of it. You can absolutely sit here and not pull and not do a really hardcore, intense iso biceps curl, or you can push away with your knees and pull forward with your biceps. You wanna push your knees away from you and pull with your biceps so that you get that opposite force happening and you keep that biceps curl going super strong the whole time. Remember to keep your spine straight and just keep holding for time here. Whew. Okay, let's go. Okay, final exercise in today's week 3, day 2, Jessie's Girls Bodyweight Beast workout is a plank alternating bird dog. So what I need you guys to do is get into a standard plank position. Okay, this is a high plank and my hands and my feet are both equal distances apart and they're about shoulder width, okay? So once you're in that position, okay, then I want you guys to widen your stance a little bit, because our balance is gonna be so off center from you guys putting out opposite limbs, okay? And when you're ready, you're gonna put your left leg out and your right arm out, okay? And then down, and then you're gonna switch. And then your right leg is gonna go out and your left arm is gonna go out. And it's not easy. You guys are gonna work your entire core on this one. But what I want you guys to watch for is just no sloppiness, okay? Everybody's gonna be at a different space in this, in a different place, a different strength level, okay? You might be able to do it for a second and then down, or you might be able to hold it for a really long time. But I want you guys to, you can see how hard this is. I'm already out of breath just by talking and doing a couple of them. But I want you guys to be as flat as you can be at the top. So try to get that back leg up, okay, and not lazy down here. So I want you guys to really try to get up high with your limbs. Okay, let's do it. All right, guys, thank you so much for following along. I hope you have a killer Jessie's Girls workout. Bodyweight Beast can be found on jessiefitness.com along with all of the other Jessie's Girls training programs. It is a 4-week training program that has bodyweight resistance training, movement, and of course, a full flexible dieting nutrition program. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you always get notified every time I post a badass workout like this. See ya.